You're listening to Truth on Tap with host Kevin Kirsten.
Yeah.
The Big
You're
Show.
listening to me. Well, you can act like you're not listening to me, but I'm all up in your eardrum talking about waggy wiggy waggy.
Some say that
Yeah, you like that. And
Big
you
Show.
loathe that too. And that's okay.
Listen, last week I had to travel to San Jose on business. I called about 3 hotels. They didn't.
You know, I got a crazy thing. This bitch went to a haunted hotel, decided she didn't like it, and she's still singing about it.
I didn't know it was
Shut the hell up,
hotel.
okay? We've seen ghosts since you went to that hotel. You need to be bitch slapped with a frickin'
I mean, I should have guessed.
Ghostbuster tool. I don't know. I didn't come on here tonight to sound prepared. Surprise, surprise. Truth on Tap. Sometimes it's a comedy show, sometimes it's not. Depends on my mood. What it is, though, is it's a show focused on truth. And as you know, you can use comedy to get to some pretty harsh truth, can't you? It's kind of a sweet way to swallow the pill. Maybe we'll use some comedy tonight, but I gotta be honest with you folks, tonight I got a bit of a hard edge. Had a bad day today. Not your typical bad day. No, I'm not going to sit here and tell you it was as bad as a day in Syria, where you're tied to a table and you're watching your 10-year-old gang raped. That's a different class of bad day, okay? But I'm also not talking about the kind of bad day where you broke a nail on the way to work and your whole day was turned upside down as a result of it. I'm somewhere in the middle, toward the deeper end of badness. And I think I'll just tell you about my whole day to get started. Why not? We've got time. We've got time. I might stay on 2 hours. I might stay on 3. Let's get to it. So I wake up this morning and I often, right off the bat, I'm wondering, why are people so thankful that they wake up for another day? If I hadn't woken up, would I have given a shit? Would I have given a shit? I wouldn't have felt pain. I know that. I wouldn't have felt the worry of having to make bills, having to be the right kind of dad to my daughters, the right kind of man to my woman, the right kind of son to my parents, brother to my sisters, friend to my other friends. Wouldn't have had to worry about any of that. So is it such a great thing that I woke up? Well, that's something we really ought to ponder. But I did wake up, and I'm the kind of guy that if I'm going to wake up, I'm going to go fuck around with everything. Yeah, you got me up, you're getting me. That's the way I look at nature. You got me up, you're getting me. This is the me you created. I'm coming to wreck shit. No, yeah. I'll either figure shit out or wreck shit or both. And one may not come before the other. Order is not important in that line of events. So I'm up. I'm having trouble remembering the first part of when I woke up. I woke up to see my daughter, stepdaughter-to-be, get on the bus because we're in a kind of a strange situation. Normally her mom takes her, but she had to go to this meeting in Hampton. Past couple days, I've had to get her on the bus. And now I'm using a cane, so I'm one of those sensitive guys. I'm like, listen, Mallory, if you don't want me to be out there with a cane, I'll hide the cane or I'll just watch from the window or whatever. Well, the first day, she wanted me to come out. She wasn't worried about a cane, so she's very mature that way. Second day, she saw how much pain I was in. Another story. Says, Kev, I'll tell you what, why don't you open the blinds and watch right there from the window? I mean, the driveway's right there. It's not like it's a long lane. I said, all right. I said, you promise me you're going to stay at least 2 yards back from the edge of the road? I promise. And I trust her promises. And she did, and the bus came. She got on. All was good. I laid back down. Couldn't go to sleep. I sleep about 5 hours a week, usually on one night a week. So the day's going marginally okay so far. No major disasters, right? Stay with me. It's about 7:25. Well, I start feeling it. The physical stuff kicks in. Now, I'm only going to spend 30 seconds on this physical stuff. I got a spine that's mashed potatoes. I got a knee that's baked potatoes. I have fibromyalgia, which I never tell anybody about because they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about when I say it. And I've even argued with my doctor about it and said I don't have it. He says, yes, you do. I got some conditions, folks. Pain. Okay? So I'm in the pain. Doesn't matter. Lots of people in pain, right? Well, I'm in some pretty severe pain, to be honest with you. So I'm going to go ahead and separate myself from lots of people. I once had a sister say, so what? He has a sore back. A sore back? A sore back? This is what you call moderate to severe arthritis, which has since graduated to severe arthritis of the lumbar spine with electrocutions down the legs that can cause you to lose your standing ability and piss yourself? Yeah, I got a sore back. Some people need to be bitch smacked, yet a sibling cannot do it. And it is at that time that I have to employ my imaginary friends to go and deliver. And I'm looking for an octopus here. You know, I don't want somebody with two hands. I'm looking for a bitch slap that sounds a lot more like a fast drummer on a solo. That kind of tempo. Moving on past the pain, don't want to bring you down. I don't talk about pain a lot because I don't want to bring people down. I'm anti-negativity in every way. First of all, let me pause here. And we're still talking about my day because my day was all kinds of fucked up. It was Louisiana Bayou fucked up. It was Canadian war refugee fucked up. It was Somalian starvation fucked. All kinds of fucked up, don't you see? All of it, all of it. I decided whether or not I was going to cuss on this show, and I was like, fuck it. What I want to let you know is how to get in touch with the show. You can get in touch with the show by calling in at 910-NO-LYING. And I don't have the actual number memorized yet. You could do it on your little thing there, but I'm going to pull up my actual Google voicemail just to make sure there's no problem with this, and it should pop up the number for me anyway. Well, no, that's my old number. That's my old number. Let's see. Now, I know there's a Google website. Bear with me here. Decipher phone acronyms. It'll be the first result. I'm good. There we go. Come to Papa. Open the site. You don't have to think. It's not like, which way did he want to go to the site? No, I just want to go into the site. That's all. Just let me in. Alright, so I'll type it in. 910 No lying. See what that comes up with. Oh, you're kidding me, right? You're going to make me look this up. Google, this is what you've got. You brought me the free dictionary. We'll go back to the second. Goddamn. Decipher the letters. Email acronyms. Decipher abbreviations and acronyms. That one looks... That one looks actually most likely to be usable. Now, I could have pulled up voicemail 3 times by now, but fuck it. These things need to be looked. No, and this one's... yeah, they want me to fill out a form and wait for results. We're not going to do that. No, sir. No, sir. We're going to go to Google Talk. I know it's 665. I remember that. Google Talk. And... Google Hangouts, Google this, Google that, Google Download. Hello, looking for Google Talk. Yeah, just want Google Talk. Don't want write-ups of it. Don't want downloads of it. Don't want the Wikipedia of it. Guess I gotta go to Hangouts. Fart knockers. You fucking serious? Seriously. Okay, well, I'm gonna sign out of this account. Sign into that one, see if we get a better number here. And we have a winner. Now, by now, you've probably not only got the phone number, but you've got the phone number to Google to complain how long it took Kevin to find this. And I salute you for it. If you haven't, if you're chilling, you're surfing on Facebook, you're watching the YouTube, listening to every 5th word I say, then you don't give a fuck. That's fine. 910-665-9464. Got it? That's 910, no lying. It's 910-665-9464. You can call in. Sure can. I'll put you on the air because I don't care. I don't care. I used to care. It's like, I don't know. It's like hair falling out. You don't notice it. It just goes away. I try to use new analogies, new acronyms, new similes, new metaphors, new everything. I hate repetition. And isn't that funny? Because my friend Ramsey Swice considers himself a comedian, yet he's just an Arab midget who is trying to excel in America. And for all I know, he's trying to infiltrate our comedy sectors to get into the comedy clubs to blow them up. See, you can't trust these people. You can't trust these people. They come from Jordan. He was from See, everybody wants to say Amman, Jordan. Well, look, the motherfucker lived there, and he says it's called a man. Okay? A man. Who robbed you? A man. Just like that. A man, Jordan. Call it a man and stop acting like some kind of goddamn douchebag Christian Amanpour shit. A man, Jordan. He was born in the United States and is a United States citizen. He is a Christian. He would serve, fight, and die for this country. Make no mistake about that. He's just got some relatives over there, and we like to pick on each other. Okay, just want to make that straight. And part of what we do with our show on Fridays is to try to bridge the gap to show people, hey, Whitey, not all Arabs are what you think they are. Oh, there's that 2% that wants you dead. They do. They want you dead. They'd love to pull the trigger themselves. And Arabs, those whiteys, aren't this big mega monster King Kong stomping all over the world, shoving religion and politics down your throat. We're not doing it. We got enough problems of our own. Time to start learning what's real. We can do that through comedy. So Ramsey and I like to do that. And we'll probably continue to do that. He's starting a new show in L.A. He's been on TV shows. He's been in famous newspapers. And he likes to mix it up with me. He found a good, gosh, I don't know what you'd call it, a good sparring partner with me. Yeah, there. Oh, look at this. Now, and I'll read anything. I'm sitting here on Facebook. Just found out that my very good friend Claudia's son won. I'm not going to give out any names, but her son was one of 2 drummers chosen tonight to compete in the next round of Guitar Center's 25th annual Drum Off. And she is very proud of him. It is for that reason that I have shared that with you, my radio audience. Great stuff. Claudia, one of the most fantastic people you'll ever meet. How could I describe a Claudia to you? How you have friends you want to describe to people? I have the damnedest time with that. I try. I know people. I mean, my background is not only in psychology. Fuck the book studies. I've studied people my whole life. I want to know how they tick in every which way. And I've studied them on the back side, on the side, on the forward side, hiding in the little round things where the shirts hang, and there, and you're going shopping, and and I'm listening to them. I'm hiding everywhere because I want to know how they think. How do I explain Claudia? Always upbeat, kind of sinister in her comedy. Almost, it's as if you could hear her say, "No shit, Captain Obvious," after every statement, but she doesn't. And she has a genuine laugh and smile after each one. Bringing the joy. Even if she doesn't have it, she's bringing the joy. Great girl, Claudia. She came and saw me and brought her wonderful son to see me and my girlfriend and my stepdaughter-to-be. And I wish she would do it more often because she's only like a state away. But life gets in the way. Great job to a young man named Gibson, who was, as I said, one of 2 drummers chosen tonight to compete in the next round of Guitar Center's 25th annual Drum Off. A lot of you guys don't realize this is where stars are born. These little contests, this is where talent emerges. Those guys sitting at home that say, I don't really want to do the contest. Well, in 45 years, with their gray beards down to their knees and the goddamn jug of moonshine in their left hand, they're sitting there going, I still don't want to. And you don't even know what they're saying by that point. Fact is, nobody knows them. While the other kid is a rock and roll millionaire. I'm not saying everybody's going to make it. There is so much competition. You've got a better chance of winning the lottery than being a rock star. Let's be honest. But if you've got a passion, for Christ's sake, follow it. What is this life for if you're not going to follow your passion? You might as well give up. I'll say it too. Fuck it. Check out. Go jump off a bridge. If you're not going to chase your passion, what are you here for? Check out. Don't waste your time. Either go do what you came here to do or say goodbye. Flip the switch. What are you wasting your time for? You're dead weight. You're already dead. You're just biding your time. Go chase your passion. If you don't have a passion, go show love to your family and friends and give back to your community. If you find it impossible to do those things and find those not rewarding, check the fuck out. Get out of here. Yeah, I'll say it. People will probably quote this, I can't believe he was so cold and callous. Get the fuck off the planet. Check out. Off yourself if you got nothing to offer and you got nothing to gain. If you don't want anything to do with this world, sayonara. There's plenty of people here that do. I ain't joking. You think I got some sort of punchline? Psst, I'm drinking coffee. Here's my punchline. Oh my God, I can't believe this guy was trained in psychology. Being trained in psychology has taught me that I need to say the things like I just said. You can't fix people that want to kill themselves. You can medicate the living shit out of them and hope to distract them from their darkest desires for a month or 2 or a year. And they come back to it and they still pull the trigger. If you're going to check out, check the fuck out. If you're not, shut the hell up, stop bitching, and go chase your dream. And be ready to fall the first 40 or 50 times. You'll get it on the 60th, okay? Jesus. All complicated. I don't know if I want to live. If you don't know if you want to live and you're standing on a bridge, I'm thinking if you didn't want to live, you would have already jumped. So get down off the fucking bridge. Act like you got some big girl pants and go chase your dreams. Then if your dreams don't work out and you still want to be a little bitch about it, instead of keeping on, putting on the pressure to make them work out, go jump off the bridge. Bridge isn't going anywhere. Yeah, the world will keep going without you. Seriously, go jump off the bridge. We don't have time for you. The world is begging for you to chase your passion. Do it. Do it. As long as it doesn't harm anybody else. Go for it. Man, I hope this show just gets viral. I want people that want to check out to check out. Check the fuck out. Make room for the rest of us. Either go for your dream or shut the fuck up. That's my message. Got no time for this shit. You know, suicide, it's like pulling up to a Burger King window, ordering this huge number 3 combo meal just the way you want it. Hold the pickles there, add the this there, give me the right soda, I'm getting the dessert. You've already paid for it, you pull right up to the window, and just as they're getting ready to hand the bag out to you, you drive off. On purpose. That's suicide. You've gone through the hard part. You've struggled your way through that giant vagina that led you to the bed, that got you to the nursery, that got your diaper cleaned, that got the doctors checking on you, got you home, got you to school, got you through the hell of being a kid, got most of you through college. Now you're there. You've gone through all the hard shit, and you're going, I don't know if I want to live. Check the fuck out then. Ain't nobody holding you back. I'm tired of babysitting people who don't know if they want to live or die. Check the fuck out. You don't want to live? Die. I ain't playing. There are those of us in this world that enjoy life. And if we don't enjoy it, we know we have to find a way to enjoy it. Or check the fuck out. If you feel that useless, that broken, you got nothing left, you think a shrink's going to help you? Fine, go get a shrink. Shrink's not going to help you. I've been to shrinks. I trained shrinks. I've trained under shrinks. Shrink's not going to help you. You're broken. You know, if you want to go fix yourself, you think a priest will do it, give it a shot if you want. If you want to make some Hail Marys, go ahead. But if you've got that little orange-sized lump in the back of your mind that's going, I must kill myself, ain't no priest or psychiatrist in the world going to save you, and nobody you love is going to save you. You're going to die. Start planning it. Make it fun. Go out with a bang. Give all your shit away first. Get your stuff in order so your paperwork's good to go. And fucking go out with a bang. I mean, my God, I haven't really thought about it, but go skydiving and take off the parachute while you're halfway down. You know, if you do accelerated freefall, the instructors fall beside you to make sure you survive. But if you study real carefully the rigging, you can take it off real quick so that even the reserve chute or the main chute can't work. Yeah, you're hitting the ground at 125, my friend. You're going from human to pancake in a matter of 0 seconds flat. Go out with a bang. Fuck it. Otherwise, shut the hell up and fix your life. How about that? Yeah. Yeah, I'm for it. Off yourself if you have to off yourself. Callous, cold, maybe. But I ain't holding hands anymore. You know why? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why. Human beings have been Homo sapien sapien for 18,000 years. Other forms for another, 80, 100,000 before that. They're still counting. They don't know. Long time we've been stomping around this here earth. Psychiatrists have shown up in the past 100 years. So what did people do before that? What were the suicide rates like way back yonder? They weren't real high, were they? Long before religion. Long before religion. Just talking about hunter-gatherers. Why do they keep doing it? Every day, waking up cold, hurting, dirty, don't have clean clothes, don't have a shower, got the wrong medication, can't get a haircut, can't drink anything but shitty old water from a shitty old stream. Same old hag bitching at him every day to go find better rocks and go kill a mammoth. Yeah, but they kept going, didn't they? They kept going because there's something that they were working toward. And had it not been for them keeping going, you wouldn't be here. The very fact that you're here gives somebody long down the line a chance to show up. And maybe they would really enjoy being here. That's a narrow view, and it's a true view. And you're going, okay, you've given me one strand out of the golf ball. Well, maybe it's enough, you know. Give your future generations a chance to live. I don't know. I'm done talking about the sad shit. So let's get back to my day. My voice feels pretty good right now. I don't have to throw on a song. Having said that, I will be putting on some new songs tonight. I love Bad Ace. They're a local band here. They play the Middle Peninsula. They play Yorktown, Gloucester, Matthews, West Point. They'll go north and south between Virginia Beach and up toward Richmond. So get in touch with Bad Ace, just the way it sounds. Badace.com is their website. You can find Bad Ace on Facebook. Look them up there. Excellent band. Plays just about any kind of music you can imagine. They play cover songs. They got their own music. Just years and years of experience behind what they do. They know how to get a crowd fired up. What a quality product they put out. Get in touch with Bad Ace. Another thing is if you're living in the Northern Neck area, or if you don't know what that means, it's basically the Middle Peninsula area. If you're coming north of Newport News, before you get to Richmond. You're in the Northern Neck area. Get in touch with Western Shore Heating and Cooling. They have a great deal going on. My personal friend Todd works there. You will not hear me push another heating and cooling company ever, because I know the man, and that's all I need to know. The equipment's all the same. All right, you're getting the Mitsubishi, you're getting whatever, but who's putting it in? What are they charging you? And what kind of guarantee are you getting? You can't beat Todd Jenkins. You're not going to beat Todd Jenkins. Get in touch with the man. Let him put in your new heating and AC system. Let him put in your new clean air system. You're going to thank him and me for it. And you're going to save buttloads of money as time passes and you realize how much energy you're saving. Look him up. He's in the book. Look him up on Facebook. Todd Jenkins. Western Shore Inc. Western Shore Inc. Enough with the commercial stuff. Let's get on back to my day. Are you ready for this? Okay, so day started out pretty shitty. I mean, I was in pain. Go down to the post office. My VA medication is not in yet. I'm not happy about that because it also had my pain medication, which I was out of. And I was like, okay, I'm going to be in pain all day. Fine, I've done this before. I already have my Theraflu. Theraflu's a miracle worker when you're sick. I've been sick for 4 days. And I took 4 packs total. But there's nothing like 1,000 milligrams of acetaminophen hitting your system at once and just giving you a bitch slap of happiness to get you started. Also good for hangovers from what I hear. Get you 1 pack of Theraflu. I use the day kind because I don't like to feel drowsy. It'll kick it in the butt for about 4 hours. Now, if you got bronchitis, it'll kick it in the butt for 2 or 3 hours for you. And that's still a welcome relief, but don't take more than 2 or 3 packs a day. They'll advise, if you take as many as 4 packs a day, you've already necessarily done damage to your liver, because your liver can't handle more than 4 grams of acetaminophen per day. That goes for anything. If you're taking Vicodin, you're taking Tylenol 3, you better count that shit, because once you go over 4 grams of acetaminophen, damage has been done to your liver. Not might be done, has been done. Okay? You don't even want to get near that 4 gram limit. So I'm having a shitty day, and I'm like, okay, what's on the plan today? I gotta get my poor stepdad. Oh my gosh. Why is he a poor guy? Hardest working guy you'll ever meet. Still works. He works on opening the local bridges around here and operating them. Guy's got to come over and help me fix my lawnmower. Okay? Because I can't do it. I can't bend over. I'm just about a vegetable right now, skeletally. Everything's broken, okay? But I get down with him because I can't stand to see him working when I'm not working. And I'm paying the price, and I'm paying it now. And I'll go more into that later. So we get down under the mower. First thing I do, what do? I say, I respect my stepdad. I'm getting my mower out of the garage. I can't move it. I can't get it in neutral. So I go ahead and put it in reverse and kind of fight that gear. You know how to let it move a little bit, but you have to push like a bastard. I'm blowing out disc left and right. I'm getting the thing out of there. I don't care. So now I want to clean it off. I get the leaf blower out because I can't get down there with some kind of broom and brush. It's just not going to happen. Get the leaf blower out, and I'm blowing it off. And a thought hits me. Now and this was an electric leaf blower. An electric leaf blower is pretty loud. It's pretty loud. Well, I've got this nosy-ass bitch of a neighbor. Oh, we go back. I didn't start it, but I'll be goddamn if I won't finish it. And I'll let you know all the backstory if you want it, but we're just going to go with today for now. Something in my brain says, Kevin, you just used a leaf blower way over here on the right side of your house, and she's way over there on the left in the next house over. But it has that sound, see? That power equipment has been used. Here's my guess. Bitchicus nosicus is not out yet, but she will be. So what do? I turn off my leaf blower, and I haven't thought about this till I turn off the leaf blower. Then I think about it real quick, like 5-10 seconds, and I'm like, I gotta get my camera. I gotta get my cell phone. I hobble back in, get my cell phone, turn on the thing, head back out. You know, I'm sounding like Crocodile Dundee on a covert mission. I'm going, Ladies and gentlemen, the rarely sane Nosicus bichicus usually only emerges when there's some type of power tool noise near her property, and I move out to the front of the house, and there's nothing there. 5 seconds pass, 15 seconds pass. She's not there. I move a little bit further just to make sure I got a good view. So I'm catching her door. They're building a fence between us because they hate us so much. Catching her door and then the fence. Nothing there. She's not coming out. Alas, I see movement behind the fence. I can't see anything through the fence because the boards are very tight. But I see shadows. I see shadows behind the fence, and I'm thinking, that's not a deer. I believe we may be about to see Nosicus bichicus. So I keep my camera focused. Now we're about 45 seconds into the hunt. I'm not expecting luck to come quite so quickly. Wouldn't you know that up upon a stepladder, her head rising above the 8-foot-tall fence, floppy beach hat and sunglasses on, trying to look very covert, comes Nosicus bichicus herself. And I got the camera dead trained on that bitch. And she catches me, and she's shocked. And she goes, "I hope you're having fun." I said, "Well, maybe you should have your damn nosy ass out of our business." "Well, I don't care what y'all are doing." So what I did is I took the camera and left it on her. Oh, this day got much better, my friends. This is just the beginning. You've heard the weak part. You've heard the unexciting part. Oh, we're going to go into more. But it's only fair that I do a little cliffhanger here. I'm a bit of a storyteller. I've written a novel or two. I was an English major. I like a cliffhanger. I won't let you down, though. I'll bring you the story. We're going to come back with the rest of that story. How did the hunt for Nosicus bichicus play out? It wasn't just a capture, was it? Wasn't there an interaction? You bet your jolly Roger there was. Gonna do it a little bit different tonight. Now, bear with me, because what I have to do is remind you what you've been listening to first.
You're listening to Truth on Tap with host Kevin Kiersten.
Yeah, and also I've got these what's called pod safe songs. What's that mean? I like my radio show, and I don't want to get canceled. So I'm not going to play anything that's got copyright stuff. Now, I might screw around with something like that on YouTube and go ahead and get banned, whatever. But I kind of take my radio show seriously. Not the show itself, but the ability to be able to do it. I like it. I like this hobby a lot. So I'm going to try to keep this one clean. Now, I've just created the folder, and I've got to add some music to it. So let me make sure that I put these in the right area. And these, again, are called pod safe music. And they're songs, but they're songs that you probably have not heard before. They're by noobs, and they're completely license-free, even for commercial purposes. I made sure to check all that. And there may come a time where I'll work out some deals with people, and they'll let me play their song and stuff, but I'm not quite so motivated yet. I just like to go find what I can and do what I can that way. So there's radio stuff, there's music to play, and here's pod safe music. I'm adding the whole directory, and I have 2 decks here I could load 4, but I won't. I just need a little break here. We'll play a good long one, though. We'll play one. This one is from Jay Lang. Now, I'm not going to promise you these are great songs, but they're different. I'm giving you something different, so enjoy that fact. Jay Lang, Drops of H2O, The Filtered Water. You may have heard it, you may not, but you're about to hear it again. We got him loading up on deck 1. On deck 2, I'm going to bring another fairly long one in. I'm seeing 4 songs called This Is the Age of Cocaine, and I don't know why I downloaded 4 of them, because it looks like they have, like, this is number 1, number 2, like it's this huge, fuck it, I'll throw one on. Stellar Art Stellar Art Wars. I'm having trouble reading. I need reading glasses. And I'll throw that on deck B. So what you're about to end up getting is, again, title, Drops of H2O, the filtered water treatment. That's coming from artist J. Lang, J. Lang. And then after that, it's going to lead into another song called This Is the Age of Cocaine, featuring Spec. This is by artist Stellar Art Wars. Are you ready? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Are you ready? If you don't tell me if you're ready, I'm going to have to embarrass you. I said, are you ready? Well, that's it. Here it comes. Had the Mexican. Ooh. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Do I have a tissue? Oh, no. Why is my horse in here? That didn't sound right. Oh, that's not even possible. Oh, put a cork in that. A cork won't do. Put a wine bottle. Oh, no, the wine bottle would launch. We got to stop this. Okay, are we done? I think we're done now. Here we go. Let's play the goddamn songs, you know?
to Truth on Tap with host Kevin Kierstead.
Kevin Kierstead coming to you live from Truth on Tap. Ain't afraid to play no song. But you know, some songs are a little tacky. Remember when 2 Live Crew came out? No, I'm not saying anything bad about 2 Live Crew. But if you can get 7 cuss words into an 8-word sentence, that's even crossing my line for class. That's when I have to not play you. So, now I'll be the first to admit that some of these random songs I'll throw on by unknown artists, they're to get you thinking. They're to get you seeing what's out there on the fringe. And I don't always filter them. I don't have time for that. Maybe one day when this is a big show, we'll have somebody to filter the songs and make sure they're not saying crazy shit like, I hope Mother Teresa kills the Pope with a chainsaw, fuck, 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 pussy, dick, ass, fuck. Yeah, that wouldn't be too good, would it? There's no quality in that. There's no quality, there's no class. But I'm not afraid to drop the F-bomb once in a while, as you have seen. And I will. Going back now, the title of this particular broadcast is something like, and I don't even look at my titles once I make them, it's something like Bad Neighbors and Camel Toes. Alright, now I'm not going to sit here and tell you that my neighbor has a camel toe. I won't even tell you if I'm talking about the male or the female. But let's say, for example, you had 3 ropes. 2 were suspenders, and 1 was just a rope. Maybe even my favorite rope to work with, paracord. Paracord's fun. If you don't know about paracord, look it up. Look up some of the stuff I've made. You can find me on Facebook. I'm Kevin Kierstead. K-I-E-R, stead as in steady. Yeah, you got it. I've made some paracord stuff. I've got a paracord watch band on right now. One of the most elusive kinds of paracord gadgets you can make. My ego is heavily inflated for succeeding at that. Yeah, definitely is. Slowly deflating as better come along. So you got a person standing there. Take the suspenders. Okay, you know how suspenders work, right? They clip onto the front of the pants and then clip onto the back. Turn them upside down, and you're going to clip them to the collar of the shirt, and then the collar and the back. And run them between the crotch area, or what Will Ferrell might call the crotchal region. Alright, so now you've got a kind of almost like a ballet dancer's bunch going on, although they're super inflated. I think they use, I don't know, a few pounds of ground beef in there, because ain't none of them brothers hung like anything more than a pimple. That's what they got going for them. And 5 pounds of ground beef is a lie. But apparently it adds to this ballet excitement where the women say, how could I possibly handle his manly package? Well, lady, his manly package is probably about 2% lean. I'm just telling you. Get out of that. You got the package there. It's a fat package, and this could be on an old person because everything's being squeezed together. It doesn't matter if there's, they may have tires down there. There could be old luggage they forgot to take out of their pants. Whatever it is, it's being squeezed into a package. Now, we have not forgotten our cord, have we? Our special paracord? Take the paracord and run it right under the middle of their bulge. And pull that up real tight like you're giving a wedgie, both front and back. See, there's a camel toe, then there's a mega camel toe. And I'm not saying my neighbors both have mega camel toes. But I'm going to let that silence speak for itself. If you do happen to catch somebody with a mega camel toe, do them a favor. Go up to them and say, sir, ma'am, I can see the outline of your vagina. and quite clear contrast with the rest of your body, number one. Number two, I believe that if you were to go, say, 2 sizes up in pants, you could still wear a belt in case the waist got too big, while hiding the camel toe. Because I, as a 35, 40-year-old male/female, have a hard time seeing your camel toe and all that perfectly outlined anatomy of what you used to use for sex and not getting a nauseous feeling with it. Whenever I see retired equipment, I feel depressed anyway, but in the rare instance that you and the man may have invested in some Viagra or something of the sort, it terrifies me that this equipment may be once again in use after so many years of neglect. So in either case, this camel toe or mega camel toe needs to be put away. It needs to be hidden from those of us with unsullied eyes, especially the children. Please don't let the children see that. They'll be terrified. Do you know what children think when they see that? Well, we can't tell them about it. We adults can't tell them. So they've got to imagine. They're going to look there and say, oh no. They're going to talk to their friends. Oh no. Did you see Miss Margaret today at the store? Guess what that means? Well, what does that mean, Billy? It means that when we grow up and put our pants on, we're going to have whole loads of laundry stuffed in our pants that don't look right. We have to carry it around down there. We can't fold it and put it away. And I don't like that because that's going to make us look funny. What do you mean whole loads of laundry? Well, it was either whole loads of laundry or she was smuggling a wheelbarrow. I mean, who wants to do either one of those? I don't want to. I'm going to my doctor. She'll give you shots if you go to the doctor. Not if I just tell her I don't want the wheelbarrow. I'll just tell her I don't want the wheelbarrow, ever. Okay, I'll go too, but no shots. Okay, no shots. We're just gonna have the laundry and the wheelbarrow removed so we don't have to look like Miss Who's or What's It. Okay? Old people, hide your goddamn camel toes. French people, you sons of bitches. Oh, don't get me started on you. Non, pas du tout. You come down from French-speaking Canada. You want to hang out in Vermont. And you know what they call you when you wear your fucking Speedo bathing suits to the beaches where kids are there? You want to know what they call you? You think you're being all sexy, huh? You believe you're all très beau? Yeah, they call you grape smugglers. Grape smugglers. And that's being generous. Because most of the time you look more like watermelon seed smugglers. Put something on that doesn't give the contour and give the American people a little respect, okay? Now, we come to Canada and we take it upon ourselves to try to speak your damn language, and maybe we're not that good at it. For Christ's sake, people from France can't speak French Canadian. I mean, the slang is, it's orangutan slang. You don't even know what's going on. They don't know what's going on. I get up there, I try to order some fromage, and they're like, yeah, well, what you do to my car? I said, no, pas de voiture. J'ai besoin de fromage. Like that. Fuck you. I'm going back to America. You people fuck around too much. They call them frogs. I don't know why. There's no punchline there. You can look it up, I'm sure, but at least the people in Vermont, and I think the people in New Hampshire, call the French Canadians from Montreal, like to come down to visit in the summer. They call them They call the French Canadians frogs, and I don't know. Maybe it's because of the way they swim. I don't know. I don't know why they call them frogs. You can look that up. Why don't you look it up? Go put that answer. Tell you what, first person to find that answer and go put it on the Facebook page gets a free paracord bracelet of your choice. And if you don't know what paracord is, screw you. You can't appreciate it. If you do know what it is, you're going to be wanting to win this. Go find the answer to why Vermont and New Hampshire people call Canadian visitors frogs. Put that on the Facebook page. The Facebook page is facebook.com/Truth on Tap Show. all together. Facebook.com/TruthOnTapShow. Easy way to remember it is TOTS. That way you don't forget the show. Truth on Tap Show. Okay? Put the answer on there. Tell me why the Northeastern Americans like to call those visiting Canadians frogs. And I can give you one that you'll know. I used to snowmobile a lot in Vermont. Bought my own brand new snowmobile up there. It was a two-seater. It was a touring model. I liked it for the most part. It beat the living shit out of my back. I was about 28 at that time. I'm 41 now. It beat the living doggy doo-doo out. It doesn't matter what kind of shocks you got. You're getting beat up. And rolled it a couple times because I'd go 130 miles an hour on it because I didn't care. What was I going to say about? Oh, we would have people come in that like to use their snow machines. They're not called snowmobiles in Vermont. They are snow machines. First sign of a tourist, snowmobiles. They'll say snowmobiles. They're snow machines. And you're thinking, well, a snow machine is the thing that blows the snow out from the sidewalk, isn't it? Well, yeah, that's a snow machine too, but that's not what we're talking about. So the Massachusetts people, by and large, will flock to Vermont and New Hampshire, but mostly Vermont, to get those nice trails, to get in there on those nice trails. You can ride all day. I'm talking hundreds of miles and stop at these little restaurants on the way. It's a pretty fun little hobby. But they're a little disrespectful on the trails. Yeah, they like to do showboating and leave ruts, and they're kind of deep city assholes, to be honest. So we call them massholes. Or they call them massholes. I don't associate myself with the people of Vermont anymore. I have a little history with them. Yeah, maybe one day we'll get into that. Not a good history with them after I ended up in their legal system by choice, and didn't hear what I needed to hear. I'm a person who believes in fairness, equal application of the law. I believe that women should have equal opportunities as men, equal pay. I believe that minorities should have just as fair a shot at a job as anybody else. I'm one of those guys, yeah. I lose friends over that. I got my friends on the right that say, you seriously think those niggers deserve a chance? They haven't even worked for it. Half of them didn't graduate school. Well, if they've got the skill and they've got the education and they've got the determination, regardless of where they got it, yes, I do believe they deserve an equal and fair shot. And fuck you for saying the N-word. On the other side, I've got my black friends that forget, because I'm so nice, they forget I'm white. Man, you see them crackers, man, they done got 400 years of labor out of us. 400 years of labor, them honky crackers, trying to get some shit out of us now. God damn, need the white man to pay me. Stop there, my black friends. What happened was a travesty. I can admit to that. The white man at large is not holding you down anymore. There are no colors left in this country except for green. Okay? You have the opportunity. What you do is you use your education, and there is no shortcut to education. Bury your face in the books that you're interested in, number one. Number two, get to know people. It's sad. I know it's sad, and that's not fair. But if you want to get ahead and you want to be big, you got to get to know people on the inside. I don't do that, and that's why I'll never be big. I will not go and rub elbows with the big guys just to try to get big by proximity. You know, I've written letters to Ted Leonsis, owner of the Washington Capitals. He's only written back because he writes everybody back. That's the kind of man he is. He came up through the School of Hard Knocks. I've written and gotten help from Wes Johnson, the Capitals arena announcer. Why? Because he's a great man. He didn't think anything of me. He doesn't know anything about me. So I'm not rubbing elbows with any of these people, but I do occasionally get in touch with a famous person just because they're that cool. What I'd really like to get, one of the things I am looking forward to trying to do that I don't think I'll ever be able to pull off after I've seen some of the prices he gets for speaking, is I would really love to get Dan Aykroyd on an open interview on this show talking about aliens. Now I know he's given an excellent interview with some nobody that you've seen on TV a few times on YouTube, showing his brilliance in that interview, but I got some harder questions for him. See, I'll bring the questions of aliens right back around to humanity and get it all mixed up like spaghetti and meatballs, okay, so that the meaning comes out applying to everything in life. The here, the after, the hereafter. What happens if they come? What happens if they contact? What happens if we contact first? Are we a source of raw materials? Do they want to hurt us? If they do, why haven't they already? Do they know we're here? On and on and on. I got questions, and I know how to come up with questions on the fly. It's one of my strengths. I'm an impromptu guy. You think I got notes in front of me right now? You think I'm reading from an outline? I'm sitting here staring at an empty deck B in my SAM broadcaster software, just for something to look at. I got nothing. I'm just going off what's in the old brain pan. So I can play the impromptu game. I am rarely at a loss for words. And when I am, I try to make a joke out of it. If anybody's listening to this and can help me, I don't need a lot of famous people. I'll go ahead and run down a list of those that I'd like to meet or have lunch with. First, I've always wanted to have lunch, just a half-hour lunch with Bill Cosby. Just a half hour. Give me a half hour with the man before he loses all of his sanity. I wanted to meet George Carlin. That's too late. Third on the list was Dennis Leary. Dennis, he's got a heart of gold, but getting in touch with him is just about impossible. Give me a half-hour lunch. Give me a 10-minute interview with him. I would just love to have a beer with the guy, and I don't even drink. He's got something special, his way of looking at life. I like it, and I want to sense it up close. Who else would I like? Dan Aykroyd is one. I'll probably think of some others as this show goes on that I would really just like 10 or 20 minutes with. Don't show my face. Don't show my face. This isn't about me. Don't show my face in the interview. Don't even show my voice in the interview. Just let me have some time with him. You know, I would like to do that with Barack Obama. I would like to do that with George Bush. The rest of Jimmy Carter probably. Yeah, probably would have enjoyed that. Reagan, I could have lived without that. And frankly, I'm going to feel so proud if he can just put some sentences together. Maybe the man was smart financially. I don't know. I'm still looking at his records trying to find where he was smart. And I'm having trouble with that. My belief, based on the evidence so far, is that we had a functionally retarded president from the year 2000 to 2008. Now, that's not saying anything about the right. The right has come along with some very sharp presidents. And I was a fan of Reagan. And I was a fan of Bush Sr. After George Bush, this Obama that came along with an above-average IQ was made by comparison to look like a total nuclear engineer IQ. Now, I still think he's very bright. I'll stop there as far as what he's done in his office. You can go ahead and attack. You can go ahead and support. I'm not trying to start that debate here. I'm just saying that it sure was a relief to get somebody in the Oval Office that thinks on deep levels, that knows who the leader of Kazakhstan is. That's kind of important to our country, guys. You cannot have a Texas oil guy come up and say, "Leader of Kazakhstan, isn't that something? Is that the? How many Stans are there? Damn, probably Stan. Is that his name, Stan? No, shit. Now fuck that, man. You're going to be the president of the United States of America. Your IQ needs to be 130 or better. Let me just lay it out simply: 130 or better, or get the fuck out. You know." John McCain, loved him. He's one of my heroes. I served in the Air Force. He was I believe he was a Navy fighter pilot. I can't be sure about that. I know he was in Air Force. I believe he was a Navy fighter pilot. Shot down in Vietnam, 5 years or better in a prison camp. Got the shit beat out of him all the time. Got burn tortures, bamboo shoots under the fingernails. How do you not love that guy? But here's the problem. I will never, ever reward someone who has been through hell with an appointment. I think back to my Washington Capitals when Jose Theodore, our goaltender, lost his young son to some kind of disease. He was like 1 year old. I couldn't breathe when I heard about that. I was so sad. But then I noticed that Bruce Boudreau, the coach at the time, started giving him more play time. So not only did we have a Jose Theodore that was broken, and he was broken, so his play wasn't showing it, but we had one being put in for a gift. And the teams started slipping and slipping and slipping. That's where we got to stop it. I'll take Jose. I'll give him the shirt off my back. I'll take him to the best psychiatrist money can buy. I'll go with him on some sort of safari just to get him as far away from this place as he can, him and his wife, okay? I will do whatever I can do to get this man better. What I will not do to reward him is put him in net, because our team still needs to win, even though he's had a personal tragedy. Come back to John McCain. There's a certain call for a certain type of president during a certain year. John McCain did not fit that bill in 2008. Mitt Romney has never fit that bill. Mitt Romney is the crony from the upper echelons of white collar. You understand? Dollars, 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 dollars for me. And I'll sing it again. Dollars, 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 dollars for me. That's the song he sings when he wakes up and shaves in the morning. Do you understand that? Did you ever sense, swear to God to me, did you ever sense a feeling of true patriotism radiate from him? Did you ever sense any real emotion radiate from him? You know, I used to think Hillary Clinton was kind of a robot herself, like him, but at least she cried one time. I'm still not that convinced that she's got enough emotion to feel for the American people. I'll keep that opinion until she proves me wrong. You want a president that feels, but you also don't want a president who is run by his feelings, because then wars start very quickly because the president gets offended. Keep that in mind. You need somebody that stays cool but not cold. Do you know the difference? I think you do. I think the average voting American knows the difference. Next time you go to the polls, 2016, do yourself a favor. Forget all the hate ads. Go ahead and go on the record what you've been able to prove through factcheck.whatever, whichever you trust. All right, go ahead and look at all the facts. Get up to the voting booth. Don't make up your mind yet. You don't have to. You don't have to. Go ahead and get up to the voting booth, and then you ask yourself this final question. The man that I want to, or woman that I want to elect right now has to, 1, have heart enough to use and show emotion, but 2, have enough composure to control that emotion. Now that's going to knock somebody out of your selection. I can just about promise it. So if you've got 2 or 3 running, that's going to narrow it down real quick. If you've just got 2 you're thinking about, well, that's going to give you your answer. That's my advice. Of course, vote on whatever. That's the great thing about America. You can vote based on alphabet. You sure can. Pick the first one who has the letter closest to A. You can. You can do that. It's free. We fought and died for your freedom to do that. It's kind of cool. Is it stupid? Of course it's stupid, but it's your freedom. Can you imagine if somebody found out you did that so they chopped your hand off? Fuck that. You can go vote because something has 4 syllables in a name. Welcome to America. That's freedom. That's one of the many millions of ways we demonstrate our freedom. Okay? Vote how you want to. What I'd like you to do as an informed voter is see who's going to promote this country's needs for its people. I'd like you to do that. I don't know if I'll get that. I don't all 12 people that listen to me. What am I gonna do? But here's another thing. Now, when you talk about voting, this is so hard to talk about. When you're talking about voting for a president, people don't realize that the president has extremely limited powers in all areas. If you don't know how limited his power is, please go do some reading. Because if you hate all the time on a president, you're hating on a third base coach at a baseball game. Do you understand that? You're not hating on the pitcher. You're not hating on the umpire. You're not hating on the batter or the first baseman or the left fielder. You're really enraged at the third base coach. Because for him to get anything done, he's got to have certain situations work out just perfect. He's got to have a guy on second that's willing to listen to him. He doesn't even always have a guy on second, and when he does, he's not always willing to listen to him, okay? So give your president the proper amount of credit. He's not what's making this game play. What he does have is a lot of influence, and that carries through his presidency and after. But that's important to realize, okay? It really is. Moving on with that, take a good damn hard look at your Congress. There is the 9 on the field and the 9 on the bench, okay? Might be one swinging, might be one on deck. There's where it's happening. Pressure those people if you want to see change. Yes, there's veto power at the top. You can get, all kinds of stuff going on. You can get blockages and, it just gets crazy, all the tricks that are available to the government if they want to either block some sort of motion, or if they want to, wow, just saw something, or if they want to try to promote it. It depends on the vote count. 2/3 this, majority that. Are we going to filibuster this? Are we going to get into sequestration here? All kinds of nuttiness, and all you can do is push, because you know what happens? You get America has roughly 300 million people in it. Take out your elderly, take out your kids. You got a good strong 100 million people with voices for voting. Man, you get 50 million of those screaming the same thing. Change happens instantly. Instantly. Why? Because the representatives cannot handle the pressure coming in on their phones and their offices. They take that straight to Washington and votes start happening. Why? Because they can't stand the calls and the visits anymore. 50 million people. 50 million people can fix this country through some phone calls. Isn't that a scary thought? But we won't do it, will we? Why? Because Facebook is too fun. Facebook is too fun. We've got to pop the bubbles. We've got to set up the farms. We've got to play the Mahonga Majonga Gagonga. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Okay? Facebook is too fun. Email's too fun. I'm guilty, folks. I'm guilty of it. This is a problem. This is a cultural problem in America that must be brought under control. Are we going to have to time ourselves on Facebook? Are we going to have to give ourselves an hour each week to focus on the nation's direction and do something about it? I live in that generation that's just about to take the baton from the old folks. I'm 41. I don't have it yet. I'm just coming out of the 30s, and which just left the 20s, and haven't hit the 50s, but I'm coming out. I'm reaching out for that baton. All right, we're the new class. We're the freshman leaders, How are we going to lead this country? I'll tell you what I want. I want every man, woman, and child to be able to enjoy a peaceful life, to celebrate the religion that they want to celebrate as long as it doesn't harm anyone else. I want every child to have the right to go to a school, a public school or private, and not have to have the fear of someone coming through with a fully automatic rifle to mow them down as they're in science class. I want our military to be voluntary and to be willing to go to any global spot necessary as deemed by the Congress and the Commander-in-Chief as necessary to protect the freedom of the United States and her allies. I want there to be more call centers and more labor factories brought back to the United States of America through government programs if necessary. Get them out of India, bring them back from Mexico, let's get them back up from South America. Get that money flying around here again. We need that. That's what I'm behind. And I've got a million more things. You're not going to mess with our freedom of speech. You're not going to take our guns from us, ever. Try to take America's guns. And for those people that think Obama's coming to take your guns, please, I want you to just go sit down, have a nice warm cup of cocoa. Obama's not trying to come for your guns, folks. They may have at one time been limiting clip sizes, because if you can shoot 43 instead of 13, it takes you a little longer to load the clip, and maybe a cop can get you before you kill another innocent motherfucking pregnant woman in a movie theater, okay? It makes sense. It makes sense. All right? Not trying to take your guns. Keep your shotguns. Keep your rifles. Keep your 380s. Keep your 22s. Keep your buckshot. Keep 50 of them in your house. You'd have Obama over for coffee, show it to him. He'd say, cool. You got yours, you got your stuff ready. That's all he'd say. And he'd walk off. Obama's not out to take your guns. No president is out to take your guns. When a president is out to take your guns, load them motherfuckers up, because you're going to need them. Let me assure you of that. Load them up and get your practice on, because you're going to need them. There will not be a government takeover that allows any force to take an American's guns from him. And I'm not even one of them Charlton Heston motherfuckers. Okay? I've got a 22 rifle that was given to me when I was 8 years old. Other than that, the only ones I've ever really shot on a routine basis was my M16 in basic training. I love that 22 rifle with all my heart. It represents a lot. I used to go target shooting with my dad, who has passed. I always went target shooting with my stepdad, who is still alive, who's the one that gave me the gun. I love that gun. It's got so much history. It was made in 1947, Winchester 22 pump-action rifle. I could hit a flea off of a buffalo's ass with it. I can load 17 rounds in there. That'll take care of me and my family. I'm cool with it. That's cool. Nobody's coming to take your guns, guys. Don't think that. And if they do, shoot them. I'm telling you, shoot them. Unless you've got illegal guns and you know it. And if you think the guns you have shouldn't be illegal, get your ass involved in the law process to overturn it. Just start shooting people. There's ways to win in this country, folks. You just got to know what you want and then do something. Get the fuck off Facebook. Stop bullshitting around on the porn sites. And go do something instead of bitching about it. Change is ready for you. Change has an open driver's seat in it. All right? Get out of MySpace. Stop dilly-dallying in your email. Stop looking at videos of cats on YouTube. Go strap into the seat and put your seatbelt on. And drive to success. I don't want to hear you bitch if you're not trying. Don't ever call me and bitch if you're not trying. Because you know what I'm going to do? You're going to call me and you're going to say, Kevin, I hate the way this is going. And the first thing I'm going to say is, what have you done about it? And don't give me that, no. What have you personally done about it? Have you called anybody? Well, no. Have you written a letter? Well, I wrote a letter to a senator like 8 years ago. No, we're not talking about something that we're talking about. Have you written a letter about this issue to today's senators? No. Have you been involved in a march and held a picket sign of any kind? No. You call back when you've done something to help this situation, and if that fails, and don't just give up after one try. You do it for a month. And if that fails, you come back on this show and you and I will have a good talk. We'll talk about what's going on to cause you to fail. I'll get into it with you. Till then, shut the fuck up. Okay, if you're not doing anything, don't bitch about anything. You got no right to. Funny, you notice the people that are activists, you notice the people that are out there doing their job, trying to promote this or demote that, they're not bitching, are they? Because they've seen the fight from the inside and they know the intricacies involved in winning and losing. They're not bitching. They're in there fighting the fight. It's the people on the outskirts that never do anything that want to do all the bitching. Question yourself as an honest person, as an objective person giving an objective view of your own psyche. Please ask yourself, I'm mad about this, but have I done anything about it? Within the confines of the law, don't be stupid. I'm angry about this situation, but what have I done to change it? 99.99% of the time, the honest answer that comes back, if you allow the honest answer to come back, will be nothing. Nothing. You've done nothing. So I encourage you, if you want to change something, if you're going to bitch about it, go do something. Go do something. It's a free country. Go do something. And I want to touch real quickly on what happened the other night with Mr. Small, I believe his name was, getting arrested for speaking up at a public forum. The next time you see that, my friends, I don't care what law I'm breaking right now, I'm going to tell you, jump the cop. Jump him. Don't hurt him. Get him off of that guy if you know that guy has not broken a law. Get him off. Florida has already given citizens permission to defend themselves from the police when the police are acting out of order. That's going to spread across the other states. Get that motherfucking cop off of that innocent man and let him speak his voice. I'll go to jail. I'll go to jail for it. Would you go to jail for it? You'll get out of it, I promise you. Something has to change. We have seen our first example of freedom of speech in America silenced instantly. Silenced. Are you okay with that? The man, 2,000 or 3,000, that stormed Normandy, took bullets to the nose and the teeth and the face and their heads exploded. The last thing they may have been thinking was, at least I've bought my country freedom of speech and religion. Is that okay with you that this man got arrested? If that's okay with you that this man got arrested, let me assure you that you're not an American. You may be one on paper, but you're not an American. When you read the Constitution, it's going to sound like a foreign book to you because you're not an American. That should have hurt you. And it didn't matter that the cop was black and the guy was white. Everybody that knows me knows I have zero racism. Switch the goddamn terms. Make it a black guy talking about the school and a white guy arresting him. I feel the exact same way. There needs to be a confrontation. People can speak in America without getting arrested. It's guaranteed in the goddamn Constitution. Okay? Don't let anybody step on your Constitution. It's all we have. It's all we have. Take that away. We've got nothing. We are a police state. Protect that thing with higher order than you would protect your life with. I wish I could have kept things on a more positive note, but I tend to get a little excited when we talk about things that have to do with freedom in America. We have a beautiful country here. We've made a shitload of mistakes on foreign policy side. Anybody listening from overseas, I'm sorry for that. Those of us about to take the baton, if I have anything to do with it, you better goddamn guarantee we will be very, very selective about how we do things overseas. We want to be your friends. We really do. As long as you're not doing like something like Assad is doing to his people, we will give you the shirts off our backs. We're good people. The government, they get in this military-industrial we're good people, man. We just want to help our neighbors. We want to live a normal life, give our kids an education, maybe get a good job, maybe have a cool house. That'd be nice. maybe save up a little for retirement and be able to travel a little bit after we work. We want the same things you do. Okay? Don't hate us. We're just normal people. You know, we have a variety of religions. We might not believe in your religion, but some of us surely will. But can't we just accept that we're all people and we can live alongside each other? We can help each other and stop hurting each other? Isn't that really what it's all about? In this country, if you come here and you're granted citizenship, I will die, guarantee you, for your right to freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom from unnecessary search and seizure, and freedom of the press. And if you're getting harassed by law enforcement or being arrested and held for longer than 2 days with no charge, I will be all over your case to get you out of there. And I will publicize it like no case has ever been publicized before. Somebody, and I'm a centerline guy politically, but I'm fierce when it comes to the Constitution. Fierce. It must be protected. Somebody has to protect it. Somebody has to stand up and say, hey guys, I know, I see all that's going on in the news. Can we go back and take a look at this piece of paper? Yeah, it's kind of a big deal. We should probably stick to this piece of paper. Okay? Once again, I'm sorry I had to make this one a little bit serious. I am just dying to do a funny show with you. At least on Wednesday. Now, today I guess we've just trickled into... I'm sorry, Wednesday. We just trickled into Wednesday, so this was technically a Tuesday show. 1:32 a.m. September 25th, 2013, here on the East Coast. You've been listening to Truth on Tap with Kevin A. Kierstead. We're going to have Mr. Ramsey Swice, and I like to refer to him as the Arab assault master terrorist supreme, who I have no doubt that what his intention is to blow up all of the cantaloupes in our grocery stores. Because wouldn't that hurt, you know? Let's not let him blow up those cantaloupes. Let's not let him in. If you see a short Arab midget near the cantaloupes, just grab something soft but firm, like maybe a fresh catch of a fish, and then just bitch slap him and say, leave the cantaloupes alone. We'll be good to go. Ramsey Swice, he lived in Jordan, Amman, Jordan, actually Amman, and he'll be doing a show with me every Friday, it looks like, where the tall, 6'5" white imperialistic American takes on the 5'2" Arab midget who wants to blow up everything he can find. Oh yeah, we go through it, head to head. And the whole point of that is comedy is the best way to bring two peoples together. And I can't imagine two peoples that need to be brought together more than the Middle East and America. Listen, folks, there are extremists in every group. Yes, there are more extremists in the Muslim religion right now per capita, but they're still only looking like 2 and 3% that are aggressive in that way. Christians might have 1%. We can weed them out. 97% over there looking for peace. Yes, they've been given propaganda and think America's evil. The people can prove them wrong. They will listen to us. Okay, we can make this better. If we're going to have an enemy, let's have an enemy for a good reason, not for a misunderstanding. Okay? That's my closing message for the day. I want to remind you...
You're listening to Truth on Tap with host Kevin Kierstead.
And then, having said that, what I will do, as is always my good luck charm, is I will load up a Bad Ace song. This one's going to be Falling Faces. And just to throw a little je ne sais quoi, or what Austin Powers called I don't know what, into the mix here, I'm going to go ahead and throw in something called Ghost K, would be the artist. Stop is the name. From Blue Mix, and they always put all this shit in. I don't know what that means. Blue Mix, whatever, the feature of the hat collection. Just give me the song. So, yeah, we'll throw that up there. All right, so you've got a total of about 6.5 minutes of music coming your way, and you're getting it from the greatest DJ on the face of the planet. That's Kevin Kierstead. Next time, maybe I'll do my Imus impression. Yeah, do you like that? Well, I'm really going to do it this time. God damn it, if you come out of the ranch, I'll let you ride a cow or something. People don't understand why I wear a cowboy hat, mostly. And what it is that my, damn, did you see them nappy-headed hoes on? Yeah. People don't understand that I look like an anteater, but there's a reason for it. My nose encloses my lips, and this is how you get this sound. And I do drink. I've lied about it before, but I drink. It doesn't matter. Whatever I can get my hands on. Peppermint schnapps is a good one because everybody thinks it's mouthwash. When I can drink on that. And then I'll come in and do the show, and what do I care? I got a cowboy hat on, and come out to the ranch, smack a cow on the ass, might go 20 miles an hour or so. And, if you do this, one that sometimes can't understand me, I can't even get it over there. And, what the hell, and that's a good thing, Bubba. That's a good way to go. Later on, we'll have on some more unintelligible words, and I appreciate you listening to the show. Kevin's got a good show going here, and I think you ought to give the guy a listen. I don't know. I don't know much about him, but he seems like he's not that bad of a guy. He makes fun of me a little more than I'd like, but well, what's new, Here it goes. He's got me on. Wants me to announce these two songs. This is going to be Bad Ace, it looks like. What the hell's a Bad Ace? That's like the best card in the deck. Jesus Christ. All right, Bad Ace with Falling Faces. And Stop. I'm not reading all that other bullshit. The title is Stop by Ghost K. And here you go, crackers. We're playing this, That's how it's going to go. Peace outie. Kevin told me to say peace outie. Yeah. And we'll call that a show. Yeah. Thank you.
I sleep these nights up next to falling faces off the wall, and I creep these hallways under tears of cry for you. I'm falling, torn between the dark and light, and I'm calling for your kiss to calm the fire. Now I know it's a little too late for fantasies, but I've always dreamed you'd be the one for me. Now I see it's another lonely night for dreaming, yeah. I'll not be free, 'cause I never was a true believer. I want you to know I was better off dreaming anyway. I'm no longer waiting outside for you today. My, it's another lonely night for dreaming, yeah. So don't tell me you can find another friend to fill you down, child. No, just leave me. I was never anyone to care about. Now I'm crawling on another bedroom floor for sand, and I'm stealing and feeling these blackened eyes I'll never see again. I want you to know I was better
express the same things, but with different words. We acknowledge the same curve, and those mighty words is like the last line you draw to remind a past time. A fast-minded feeling of freedom, please you be recognized. And I can hear your doctors calling from here to say, kill bias, independency, and ocular seal, cause the young himself is stealthy mass appeal. Where's my muse? Where's my muse? It is like every word slipping through my mouth has been used. Stagnant like the old man feeding a third. With my past I reflecting half the things that I've learned. A windowless frame in a transparent room, filling up cracks with plastic assumes. Shape shift, nuance, venue. Don't stop dreaming cause this ain't over. Wreck up your life until you get sober. Don't stop dreaming cause this ain't over, my friend. Don't stop dreaming cause this ain't over. Break up your life until you get sober. Don't stop dreaming cause this ain't over, my friend. I've risen myself as I walk along the weary, moldy watching. I found myself staring, building up an empire of my great desire. Well, the fumes from my thought process takes me higher, higher and higher. Ain't stopping there. My avalanche of color starts over there, and I've got the solitary key to go through. Ray and delicious, the traps can be so vicious.